but then this cold blast is coming through. Snow showers all through the Midwest and the upper plains, and it's coming through, cooling down the whole country. Alter ego, weather superhero, that's me over there, Captain Cumulus, and my weather friends team here. Dry air and that warmer temperatures, they're going to be fueling a fire risk here in Norman for the next couple of days. Down there to the southeast, are they going to be hitting the U.S.? Nope, they're going to be going out. A 5 risk by the Storm Prediction Center for severe weather as we go into the later evening hours tonight. Associated with these storms is going to be that hail threat, and it's on the lower end. So all Norman had was a drizzle, but there was a tornado warning down to the south, and there was some hail reported up north. 40s today, and then we're going to be warming up into the high 70s, almost in the 80s there Friday. Severe storms for the next couple of days, and then Valentine's Day. It's going to be a rainy day. Stay indoors. Now it is cold out here, and it was cold this morning. You needed to upgrade from that fall sweatshirt. Just last week, those trees were down to a minimum. Now they're kind of up there to the medium, so we got allergies. This afternoon, it's still going to be 70s here on the Gulf Coast region, but then that's going to be changing. So enjoy your beach time while you have it. So clear ponchos are allowed to come into the stadium. Have record-breaking temperatures on the way. 91 on Wednesday, so you got to be really careful. Make sure to drive slow if you have to and get everything done before this arrives. Right now we're going to be cooling down into the 40s for tonight. They're going to have some winds. It's going to be gusty, 10 to 20 miles per hour coming from the south, but we have these southerly winds coming from the south and those 80s. They're going to be starting to creep in as we go into these next couple of days into the 70s, so you could go outside and enjoy that nice walk before your last midterm. We're going to be having 90s across the state. It's going to be feeling hot. Welcome back to OU Nightly. Right now we have a regional look with temperatures in the 70s here in Oklahoma, but we have these southerly winds coming from the south and those 80s. They're going to be starting to creep in as we go into these next couple of days, even up into those 90s. So it's going to be getting hot. And on top of that hot, we also have the humidity dropping. We are down to 30% humidity and 15% in Guyman. So that dry air and that warmer temperatures, they're going to be fueling a fire risk here in Norman for the next couple of days to end out your March. So right now we have an elevated risk of fire on Wednesday and then near critical Thursday and Friday. So we're going to be continuing to monitor that as conditions could potentially be continuing to get worse for Thursday and Friday, and then an elevated risk all the way until Tuesday. So for your Thursday, the National Weather Service here in Norman has already issued a fire weather watch for Thursday from the early morning hours all the way till 10 p.m. here in Cleveland County. So they're already monitoring that, and we're going to be continuing your campus weather authority to see how these conditions will be changing as we go through these next couple of days. But on top of that, we have record-breaking temperatures on the way. 91 on Wednesday. That record here in Norman was previously held in 1908. That was right after Oklahoma became a state. And then on Thursday, on top of that, 91 is forecasted. 88 was felt for the record, and that was back when World War I ended 1918. So we have these long-standing records that will be broken, and then we're going to be having those allergies coming back with the dry air sticking back. The oak trees are on the rise. We have high oak tree allergies going to be then. These above average temperatures are sticking around. We have, for going into April, get used to it. These high, muggy temperatures are going to just be sitting there with those allergies and all of that. And the precipitation not really coming towards. The Pacific Northwest is going to be having above average precipitation, but we're still going to be in the near normal, slightly above average for your early April. So really not much precipitation on the way. So back to your forecast for tomorrow. We're going to be having 90s across the state. It's going to be feeling hot. So definitely make sure to have that, start your air conditioning, because it's going to be 91 here in Norman, 91 OKC. So these temperatures are on the rise, record-breaking temperatures. So we have those 90s for the next couple of days, and then a cold front. So some relief as we go into the weekend before we have those temperatures start to rise back up to start off your April. So yeah, it's going to be getting hot these next couple